This video is made for entertainment purposes. It was shot from a safe distance without disturbing or harming any animals or birds. Filming took place from April 1st to 2nd, 2025 in Dumbuk Grassland and Mishmi Hills, Arunachal, Pradesh, India. Hello everyone, I hope you are doing well. Today our destination is the breathtaking state of Arunachal Pradesh, one of India's last untouched birding frontiers. Nestled in the Eastern Himalayas, Arunachal is a paradise for bird lovers. Did you know? Over 800 species of birds have been recorded here. That's nearly 2/3 of all bird species found in India, in just one state. From colorful trogons and rare laughing thrushes to the majestic blithe tragopan and the mysterious Bugun leocicla, Arunachal is full of surprises for every bird watcher. So sit back, relax, grab some popcorn, and let's dive into the wild wonders of Arunachal Pradesh. We started our journey from Dibrugarh, making our way through the lush landscapes of Arunachal Pradesh. By the afternoon, we finally reached Dumbuk Grassland, nestled near the town of Roing in lower Dibang Valley. Our very first bird of the trip, and what a beauty it was, the Chinese Rubythroat. We found this striking male right on the ground, taking a bath in a little rainwater puddle. The day was grey and drizzly, but this bird lit up the scene with its bright ruby-red throat and calm, curious behavior. Usually shy and hidden in bushes, catching one out in the open like this, especially in such a relaxed moment, felt incredibly special. Once considered a subspecies of the Siberian rubythroat, it has now been recognized as a distinct species, primarily due to its vocal and genetic differences. This medium-sized bird, measuring about 14 to 15 centimeters, is best known for the adult male's brilliant ruby-red throat patch, set against a clean white border and slate-grey upperparts, making it a visual gem in its dense shrubland and rhododendron-laden habitat. Females and juveniles, on the other hand, lack the striking throat coloration and exhibit more muted browns and whites, offering them better camouflage. The Chinese rubythroat breeds in alpine meadows and thickets between 3,000 to 4,500 meters, descending to lower elevations in winter. In Arunachal, particularly around Tawang, Sela Pass and Eagle Nest Wildlife Sanctuary, it inhabits rhododendron and bamboo thickets, usually keeping low and skulking in undergrowth, making sightings rare and treasured by birders. The Chinese rubythroat is a winter migrant here, and spotting it like this was the perfect way to begin our Arunachal birding adventure. Next up, we stumbled upon another gem, the black-breasted Parrotbill. This small, unassuming bird might not have the flashy colors of some of its counterparts, but it more than makes up for it with its unique charm. With its rounded body and distinctive parrot-like beak, it's a bird that stands out in its own quiet way. True to its name, the black-breasted parrotbill sports a striking black patch across its chest, contrasting beautifully with its sandy brown feathers. These birds are typically found in thick reed beds and tall grasses, foraging for insects and seeds. We watched as it hopped from one patch of vegetation to another, using its strong beak to crack open seeds with ease. Though small in size, their presence in the grasslands is unmistakable, and it's always a thrill to spot one in action. We also managed to spot a Chestnut-capped Babbler and a Striated Babbler, both skulking through the grasses. They didn't give us a chance for video, but we did manage a few quick photographs. But soon the rain rolled in and brought our birding to a halt. With visibility low and birds hiding, we called it a day. Still a great start to our Arunachal journey. The next morning, with fresh energy and high hopes, we began our journey towards the legendary Mishmi hills. Our morning in Mishmi began with a spark of color, the fire-breasted flowerpecker. This tiny bird, no bigger than a leaf, flitted among the branches with flashes of deep red on his chest, pausing briefly to peck at berries and explore blossoms. It's easy to miss in the dense foliage, but once spotted, it's unforgettable, like a glowing ember in the canopy. These birds are frugivorous, often seen flitting around mistletoe plants, sipping nectar and feeding on small berries, playing an important role in seed dispersal. They are also known to feed on small insects and spiders, especially during the breeding season when protein is crucial. Fire-breasted flowerpeckers are fast-moving, often seen alone or in pairs, hopping among branches or hovering briefly like a hummingbird near flowers. As we continued walking along the misty trail, a gentle rustle in the undergrowth caught our attention. And there it was, the dark-rumped Rosefinch. This beautiful Himalayan finch isn't the most brightly colored bird, but it carries a subtle charm. With its earthy tones, dark rump, and that distinctive streaked pattern, it blends effortlessly with the mossy forest floor. We watched as it hopped quietly between low shrubs, picking at tiny seeds with its stout beak. These birds are usually found in higher altitudes, but in the early hours, they sometimes descend to feed along the trail edges. The dark-rumped rosefinch is an uncommon Himalayan finch, typically found in the high-altitude shrublands and alpine forests of the Eastern Himalayas, including Arunachal, Sikkim, Bhutan, and parts of southwest China. True to its name, the bird is recognized by its relatively dark rump, setting it apart from other rosefinches. The adult male is particularly eye-catching with a deep crimson or wine-red head, breast and back, contrasting with dark wings and rump, a combination that gives it a rich, velvety appearance. The female is more subdued with earthy brown tones and streaking, offering effective camouflage in its mountainous environment. It's moments like these that make Mishmi Hills so magical. You don't chase birds here, you wait, listen, and let the forest reveal its secrets. A quick flash in the bushes led us to the brown-throated Fulvetta. Surprisingly calm, perched nicely for a few moments, giving us a rare chance to admire this usually restless bird. The brown-throated Fulvetta is a shy, olive-brown Himalayan songbird, known for its warm brown throat and soft, melodious calls echoing through dense montane forests. Next, we came across a group of black-faced laughing thrushes, their rich brown plumage and bold black facial masks making them stand out against the mossy undergrowth. They moved together through the bushes, hopping along the trail edge and occasionally pausing to check their surroundings. Sociable and active, they filled the forest with soft rustles and calls, a classic sight and sound of the Eastern Himalayas. The black-faced laughing thrush is a large, sociable bird of the Eastern Himalayas, easily recognized by its dark face, yellowish-orange bill and chestnut-brown plumage with white streaking. It moves in noisy flocks through dense undergrowth and forest edges, often foraging on the ground or in low shrubs. Beside the black-faced laughing thrush, we found a grey-winged blackbird. This large, striking bird sitting in the ground, its dark plumage contrasting beautifully with its pale grey wings. It seemed to survey its surroundings from the shadows, as if waiting for the right moment to move. The grey-winged blackbird is a handsome thrush species found in the montane forest of the Himalayas. The male sports a glossy black body with distinctive pale greyish wings, while the female is browner with similar wing markings, offering subtle yet elegant contrast. These birds are typically shy, preferring the cover of oak rhododendron forests, where they forage quietly on the forest floor for insects, berries, and seeds. Their flute-like melodious song, especially during dawn and dusk in spring, adds a serene musical touch to the Himalayan wilderness. Though not always easy to spot, the grey-winged blackbird is a rewarding sight for patient birders in India's eastern highlands. Quickly, we caught a glimpse of the Rufous-gorgeted flycatcher, its vibrant throat patch shining as it flitted through the branches. Next, we spotted the stunning Gould's shortwing. Gould's shortwing is a secretive and rare ground-dwelling bird found in the Eastern Himalayas and parts of northeast India. It prefers dense undergrowth in montane forests and is known for its elusive behavior and rich, melodious song. One of the real gems of our birding day was the female crimson-browed finch. Though more subtly colored than the male, her soft olive and yellow tones blended gracefully with the forest, offering a quiet elegance that was just as captivating. The crimson-browed finch is one of the most striking and colorful finches of the Eastern Himalayas, found in high-altitude forests and shrubby slopes. The adult male is particularly eye-catching, with a brilliant crimson-red eyebrow, crown, rump, and underparts contrasted by olive-brown wings and back, making it look like a bird painted in vivid brushstrokes. The female, while more subdued, shows warm yellowish underparts and a hint of the red rump, allowing for subtle beauty and effective camouflage. Then we spotted the blue-fronted redstart perched gracefully on a branch. The blue-fronted redstart is a vibrant Himalayan songbird with striking blue and orange plumage, often seen flitting among forest edges and alpine meadows. Next, we were fortunate to spot the exquisite green-tailed sunbird, a real gem of the forest. This stunning bird, with its iridescent green tail feathers and vibrant plumage, was a sight to behold. The green-tailed sunbird is a dazzling nectar-feeding bird of the Eastern Himalayas, found in high-altitude forests and rhododendron thickets from Sikkim to Arunachal. The male is brilliantly colored with a metallic green tail, gleaming blue crown, fiery red back, and a golden yellow underside, making it one of the most colorful birds in its range. Active and fast-moving, it hovers around flowers like a hummingbird, feeding on nectar and insects, and is a visual highlight of Himalayan birding trails. Not far from there, we spotted the beautiful sibia. The beautiful sibia is an elegant bird of the Eastern Himalayas, adorned with soft grey-blue plumage, chestnut wings, and a striking black crown. Often seen in mixed feeding flocks, it moves actively through forest canopies, calling in sweet musical notes. Our journey is not over yet. There's still so much more to explore. I'll continue the adventure in the next episode. Until then, stay well and keep enjoying the wild.